An appeal to Jamaicans this evening to be mindful of their electricity use amid the sweltering summer heat. The warning comes from the Jamaica Public Service company JPS as concerns grow over a sharp spike in electricity bills island-wide. Amoy, Harriott has the details.
It's summer in Jamaica, and for many this means longer days and shorter nights, a rise in temperatures, and a spike in electricity bills.
Even though I haven't received the current bill yet, but for July, I'm just anticipating a higher bill. It's like clockwork. Every summer, the bills go up.
CVM News has received reports from some Jamaica Public Service JPS customers who say the increase in their bills can't be accounted for.
Yeah, the 30 one at a time and they gonna wait for 17. I mean, I use nothing new.
We put their issue to Media and Public Relations Manager at the JPS, Audrey Williams. She says the biggest culprit is the heat.
Just week before last, Tuesday on July 15, we had the highest demand for electricity since the start of the year, and that was because it was so hot. So demand rose to 670 megawatts. And just to give you a sense of context, typically peak demand is a little over 600 megawatts, 600 and something, 20, 30. This was 670 because it was so hot, and people are using their fans. People are using their air conditioning units.
Of note, Ms. Williams says certain appliances consume more electricity than others.
Your fridge can account for as much as 60% and even more, 60% of your whole bill, your fridge. So it's really important to make sure that your fridge is operating efficiently, that the rubbers are really sticking as they ought to make sure that there's no air leaking out, that you're not going in and out of the fridge, and that your fridge is not an old fridge, meaning it's not over 5 or 7 years old.
And different brands also attract different costs.
You know, your ceiling fan and somebody else's ceiling fan might not necessarily use the same amount of electricity. It might burn more or less efficiently than somebody else's. So you can't say, but they have a fan, I have a fan, I don't understand. They might have a more efficient fan than you. It all depends. And for a fact, we have seen it for ourselves in the company, where we have done investigations for persons and recognize that some brands are more efficient than others.
Our reporter Amoy, Harriott, joins us live to share some more important information coming out of that interview with Audrey Williams. Amoy.
Thanks, Nika. Well, quite a lot, as you mentioned, came out of that interview that I had with Miss Williams, and I felt it necessary to kind of share some tips for managing the heat and doing so efficiently, with our viewers this evening. And I want to mention, Miss Williams had discussed in the story where our refrigerator can account for up to 60% of the electricity we use every single month, Nika. And she indicated that especially during, the summer time where
constantly opening and closing.
And this is a factor, because what happens on a daily basis is that we have persons who are frequently going in and out of the fridge on a day-to-day basis. You have your kids at home or parents who are at home as well, and because of the heat, there's this need to constantly go in. We want ice, we want water. So what she's suggesting for families is that we make use of more igloos during the daytime. So this cuts down the amount of time we feel the need to go inside and out of the fridge. And another appliance that she mentioned,
the fan?
A lot of customers are using this summertime. You're kind of there.
The
air conditioning units, Nika. And on average, this one shocked me. On average, let's say you use your AC for about 6 hours each day. Can you briefly, an estimate about how much this alone can cost per month?
6,000.
A whopping $12,000, near $12,000. And this is according to data from the JPS Miss Williams had shared earlier today. And viewers, she's suggesting using the ACs for a short time. So once the room that you're in is cool, you want to turn off the AC and switch to your fan and use that, because that consumes less electricity. Now, these are just a few energy saving tips. There are a lot more, of course, Nika, that we can do to manage the heat, but to do so without breaking our pockets.